Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. With Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, I'm Kevin Harlan, bringing you the NBA live on 2K Sports, along with Doris Burke, who will be joining us courtside moments from now. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Anthony Davis.
Some people say he's the number 2 man on this roster, but if that's the case, I don't think you could ask for a much better number 2 than him.
No, he's outstanding in that role. He's a great player to have ready to take the helm whenever he's called upon.
At the line,
Anthony Davis, the number 1 overall pick in 2012. An interesting note here, guys. He and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist were the first college teammates ever to be selected with the first and second picks of the draft. Bet you guys didn't know that.
Gotta love it.
Now here's Rondo. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Olynyk, and Davis sends it back. Dishes it to Holiday. Smith outside. He feeds it to Evans. The kick out to Holiday. The dish to Davis. And that one's good. Davis has got 5 points so far. And Clark, you mentioned the 2012 draft. Also, when you look at Davis and MKG and then Bradley Beal, also the first time that 3 college freshmen, you know, Steve, went 1, 2, and 3.
And not to mention all 3 players coming from the SEC.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, strange, but you know, a lot of promise from that draft. A lot of good talent, and I think it bodes well for the league going forward.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Feeds to Evans. Green with the block. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
8 seconds of the shot clock. 8.
Evans attacking. Here's Smith. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Smith's got his first basket.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Rondo dishes to Bradley. Bradley gets a screen from Olynyk. Bradley passes to Olynyk. That's good.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Holiday kicks to Evans. Smith with a screen on Rondo. There's Gordon with the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside, Green. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. That one on Davis.
Nice job there, attacking the rim and drawing the contact.
Yeah, I like that play there. The defense had no choice but to foul in order to save the dunk.
And he knocks down the first one.
Jeff Green, drafted out of Georgetown by the Celtics back in 2007. Actually never played a game for them. Was traded to Seattle in exchange for Ray Allen. But in 2011, Boston reacquired him in exchange for Kendrick Perkins. So it's come full circle for the young man, and I think he's starting to find his groove as an NBA player.
Both free throws good from Green. And for Jeff Green in Seattle, then Oklahoma City playing alongside Kevin Durant. Green, Steve, ended up at the power forward position, and I thought he was thriving with Boston.
Yeah, I like that position for him, actually, because when you put him at the small forward, offensively, he's limited. You put him at the 4, now he can drive right around his man and use his speed and quickness. But defensively, he can guard pretty much anybody out there size-wise.
Celtics trail by 3. Here's Rondo. Outside, Green. Pass with a screen for Green. Back to Rondo. Bradley kicks to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. And the 3 is knocked down. good and a nice shot from Bradley.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Holiday dishes to Davis. Davis gets the screen from Holiday. Smith with a screen on Green. Smith inside, covered by Olynyk. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Eric Gordon. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Rondo kicks to Olynyk. Passes it to Green. The feed to Rondo. They set the pick. The teardrop falls in.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
It's Davis on the wing. Gordon with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Holiday, the pass to Gordon. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Now they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Rondo kicks to Green. Pass with a screen for Green. Inside, up off the screen. And good, a nice layup that time from Bass. Here's Holiday. Here's Smith. Great D that time from Green.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Humphries comes in for Olynyk, and it's Wallace in for Brandon Bass. Holiday dishes to Gordon, and they call an illegal screen here.
Boston ball.
And so it's Boston with it. They trail by 1. Rondo passes to Humphries. Back to Rondo. He bangs it home with one hand. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Now here's Evans. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Cannot hit, and it's Boston the other way. Outside Bradley. There's the triple, and again Boston with the triple.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 4. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Smith with a screen on Bradley. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 now.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Wallace dishes to Rondo. Now Humphries inside. Good work defensively by Smith. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Holiday goes in. Now here's Wallace. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Rondo on top. Pass to Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominated.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense. Just keep firing.
Evans passes to Holiday. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, what you love about Drew Holiday is his strong body, his size at the point guard position. He's about 6'4". Still very young, but an all-star last year. I think he's only going to get better.
first free throw is good.
And, you know, Drew Holiday, guys, in Philly is called by some people the Druth. But he still has work to do. I like his talent and his demeanor. He's developing as both a scorer and a playmaker, which is tough for a young player to balance those two skills. But I think he's got a chance to be special.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
Drew Holiday established himself as an elite player in a breakout year. When the team decided to move Iguodala, they were looking for a leader, and their young point guard stepped right into that role.
Now here's Rondo. Bradley gets a screen from Zellinger. Bradley kicks to Rondo. From downtown, the rebound by Anderson. Pelicans trailed by 3. And for Drew Holiday, with the departure of Iguodala and Lou Williams, the ball was in his hands a lot more last season. And of course, as we know, he made his first All-Star game appearance.
Well, he really produced, Kevin. He upped his scoring, almost doubled his assist, received a lot of votes for most improved. And you mentioned the All-Star game. I mean, he's just 23 years old, so it's got to feel good for Philadelphia to have their point guard of the future.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Anderson. Poked away. Clock at 6. And there's the pass to Rivers. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Now here's Lee. Right side, Rondo. Pass to Sellinger. No good off the back of the rim.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
The Celtics have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Rondo off the pick from Zellinger. Out to Lee. To halt the run. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Now Holiday. He dishes it to Steamsma. Holiday, a screen on Rondo. Aminu, the pass to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. No good off the front iron.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on it.
And here's Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Zellinger. That's a 2 from Lee. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Now here is Holiday. He kicks it to Steamsma. Back to Holiday. Dishes to Rivers. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by the Celtics.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Wallace kicks to Lee. Stolen by Rivers. Now here's Aminu. Defense right on him. Outside Holiday. Rivers with it. Puts it up from 7. Kicks to Steamsma. And he gets it to go.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Boy, the Hornets were a very young team last season, had several draft picks that saw meaningful time and were even in the rotation. And This team was NBA young, and that often means you're going to struggle on the road.
And so it's Boston with it. Here's Lee. Aminu grabs the miss. And for the Pelicans, Steve, there were teams with fewer road wins than them, but not many. Only 11 road wins for them as they went 11-30 on the season.
Well, and the trouble with New Orleans last year was that they really didn't have any aspect of their game that they could count on the road. And if you can't score and you can't defend, it's hard to win at home, much less win on the road.
Here's Rondo after Drew Holiday's score. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Now here is Holiday. 6 points for him. And Boston with the rebound. Humphries has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Lee, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
Now here is Holiday. Good on the shot. Holiday's got 8 points.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Boston's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Rondo kicks to Sullinger. Outside Rondo. He feeds it to Humphries. Just 3 on the clock, and he lays it up and in. And the Celtics lead by 1. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Celtics lead by 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
And they set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Celtics. Bradley is out there with Lee. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's Green. And it's Bass in at the 4. Bradley. Good. Bradley's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Celtics.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Nice shot by Smith.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Tyreke Evans is now on a new team in New Orleans with a brand new 4-year contract. The former Rookie of the Year in Sacramento, but some of the Kings felt he hadn't developed the way they had hoped. Clearly, the Pelicans felt differently. They hope to vie for a playoff spot this season, with Evans' versatility enabling him to play multiple positions. He said, quote, "I'm about winning," adding that whether it's starting or coming off the bench in a Manu Ginobili type role, he's on board. Guys?
He's done a great job. Thanks, Doris. The open shot by Evans, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
Now here's Lee. He's got 7 all alone. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Bass has got 6.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Davis setting the pick for Rivers. And that one's good. He has 5. Here's Bradley. He's got 11. Bradley gets a screen from Olynyk. Green against Evans. Out to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Open shot, Green, and another basket for Boston. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Evans, lays it up and banks it in. Evans has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And the basket by Olynyk.
Yeah, the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, originally from Canada, spent his teens in British Columbia. About a 7-hour drive from the Zags campus in Spokane.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 5. Gordon for 3. That's good. Gordon's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Bradley dishes to Green. Pass with a screen for Green. Feeds to Olynyk. Lee outside. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. Olynyk the pass to Lee. Knocks down the 3-ball. Lee's got 10 points. And back to Olynyk, probably the most efficient player in college basketball last season. But Clark, questions lingered about the level of competition in the West Coast Conference.
Well, I think it'll be an adjustment dealing with the NBA size and strength no matter what level of competition you played in college. But I think he'll still have a way of separating himself because he's highly skilled.
Nice shot by Evans.
Now he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
For Boston, they've gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Bradley kicks to Lee. Here's Olynyk. Nice ball movement by Boston. And he gets it to go. 8 points for him.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Outside Gordon. Here's the dish to Evans. Smith kicks to Rivers. Evans against Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rivers. That 3 off the mark.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Here's Lee. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Rivers dishes to Evans. Smith with a screen on Green. Evans passes to Gordon. Back to Evans. Evans left side. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Lee kicks to Green. Outside Brent. To the inside. Olynyk. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Lee. Rivers dishes to Gordon. The feed to Rivers. Into Smith. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy, terrific rebound and slam on the putback. He never gives up, always persistently pursuing the pumpkin.
And that's an essential quality for an offensive rebounder. An outstanding offensive rebounder that he is.
Yeah, he's got to go after it, and he does.
Yeah, he qualifies as one of the best in the league.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. Back to fundamentals. That's what he told them. Specifically, he'd like to see them implement the pick and roll as often as possible. The next message he had for them was that they should be attacking the basket on offense. He felt very strongly that the defense they're up against is vulnerable down low. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Rondo off the pick from Bass. Bass with a screen for Rondo. Out to Wallace. Wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And the Celtics lead by 2.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Now here's Rivers. He has 5. And it's New Orleans scoring again. Boston's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Rondo against Rivers. Rondo passes to Wallace. Stolen by Rivers. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Softly drops in the floater. Rivers has got 9.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Bass. Shot clock at 6. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
Just getting on the court last season was a big triumph for Jeff Green, who was forced to sit out a year after undergoing heart surgery. You look at how he progressed over the season, and he got better with each month. Really inspirational.
Free throw drops for Green. Going back to Jeff Green, the Celtics had to be encouraged to see the way he progressed as last season went on.
I thought last year was good for him. He emerged confidence-wise. He seemed to take on a bigger role in Boston, and I think he started to justify that 4-year contract he signed with the Celtics.
Steamsma checked in for Anthony Davis. And both free throws good for Green.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And Holiday kicks to Evans. Anderson a screen on Bradley. Aminu dishes to Evans. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Bradley. And it's Evans missing.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Now let's see if that triggers another explosion from, remember, he hit 3 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Holiday, the pass to Steamsma. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Steamsma's got his second bucket.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies, be physical.
And he gets it back, and that is good. Here's Holiday. He's got 8. To the inside. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to a point with the bucket from Anderson.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Now here's Wallace. Green kicks to Sullinger. That drops. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Holiday attacking. Count that one. Holiday's got 10 points in the game.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Now here's Rondo. Clock at 6. Passes to Bradley. Misses off the left iron.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Holiday dishes to Evans. Evans off the pick from Steamsma. Evans attacking. And Anderson kicks to Holiday. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Boston's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
He was viewed as a bit of a filler piece when he was moved in the Chris Paul trade, but last season Al-Farouq Aminu made some huge strides towards becoming an impact player on the court.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Green. .127 left in the second quarter. Rondo against Holiday. Rondo passes to Wallace. Offside Rondo. 5 on the clock. That's good. Rondo's got 6. And for Aminu last season, a career high in minutes and Steve field goal percentage.
Well, he's 6'9", very athletic. A little bit of a tweener, stuck in kind of between that 3 and 4 spot. But he's got a ton of potential. He can rebound, he can put the ball on the floor, and he should be a versatile defender as well.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. From the wing, and there it is again. Nice make there from Drew Holiday. He's got 15.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Outside Rondo from the baseline. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. New Orleans in the lead. There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Evans against Rondo. Clock at 6. And the call will be against Gerald Wallace. That is his first foul of the game.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
.26 seconds left to play here in the half.
Wouldn't surprise me at all to see them break this game open. They are absolutely lighting it up.
Well, it's like you used to be on occasion. When you got in that zone, you can't miss out there, and that's what they're doing. Every shot they put up seems to go in. If I'm on the other side, I'm wondering what the heck is going on here.
And here's Holiday. He's got 15. Kicks it out to Evans. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Rondo. Shot is off. And the first half ends in a close one. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play the second half?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And welcome to halftime, everyone. Great one underway in Boston. A strong first half for the Pelicans. Nice ball movement offensively, making the extra pass, and it's paying off. Jrue Holiday, unreal in the first half. He's got 15 points, and as usual, he's been handing out a lot of assists. And no shortage of desire from the Celtics side of things. High speed, high energy. Every time they get the ball, they're off and running. We've seen Avery Bradley in top form. He's up to 14 points and some nice plays offensively, getting the assists going. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. An exceptional performance from Jrue Holiday.
And all of a sudden tonight, he's become their big assist man. I mean, his passing was the key to their offense in that first half. Not something you always see.
And that's not a role he usually plays, and one I'm not sure he's comfortable in, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and to his credit, he's done it.
So for New Orleans right now, Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Smith together down low. And it's Holiday in at the 5. Clock at 4. The drive by Green, and Davis sends it back. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, the huge trade that really overshadowed this year's draft, the blockbuster deal between the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. The Celtics sending out the veteran trio of Jason Terry, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce, and in return receiving 3 future first-round picks, the right to swap picks in 2017. For the Celtics, a tough but realistic decision to begin the rebuild process. For the Nets, an all-in attempt to win a title. Guys, it sent shockwaves throughout the league, and we'll just have to wait to see how it all shakes out.
They've got probably the best team in franchise history. We'll see where they go next.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Now here is Davis. 7 points in the game, and he gets it to go. 17 points for Drew Holiday.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Well, you know, last season I think officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
It's stolen by Smith. Outside Holiday. Smith outside. Back to Holiday. Second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. Holiday's got 19 points.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, you know, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner very close to another, but it's just time to move on. And that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode.
And here's Holiday after the three-pointer from Bradley. Now here is Holiday. 19 points in the game. Holiday sets the pick for Davis. That's a 2 from Gordon. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gordon's got 13. Celtics trail by 5. Rondo off the pick from Bass. Rondo drives in, kicks it out to Bradley. Green up on top, covered by Evans. Green dishes to Rondo, down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Davis kicks to Gordon. Smith with a screen on Bradley. Gordon the pass to Evans. From deep. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Here's Green, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
And Evans the basket on the assist by Davis. And it's 8 points for Tyreke Evans.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Now here's Rondo. 9 points in the game so far. It's Bradley on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb. Bradley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Third 3 in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Holiday dishes to Evans. Smith sets the pick for Evans. Pass to Smith. Back to Evans. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Holiday with the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Now Bradley. 20 points for him. Rondo kicks to Olynyk. for the lead, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Olynyk got 8 points, and Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
And the shot is good. And that's 21 points for Drew Holiday.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And here's Rondo. Outside Bradley. Rondo kicks to Green. On the high post. Evans gets the rebound.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Holiday off a pick from Smith. Holiday, the pass to Evans. It's stolen by Green, and now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
You know, Avery Bradley missed the first 3 months of last season after undergoing surgery on both shoulders, fella. I mean, when Rondo went down with his ACL tear, Bradley stepped into the starting point guard role, and I thought performed very well.
Shot clock at 5. The rebound by the Celtics. Rondo with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Bass dishes to Bradley. Here's Rondo. Back to Bradley. And it's Rondo penetrating. This one for 3. And that drops in from beyond the arc. 3-pointer from Bradley. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead. And for Bradley, a tremendous defender. And Steve, able to defend either the 1 or the 2.
Well, he's listed at 6'2", but he has incredibly long arms and quick feet. So he's strong enough to guard bigger players, but his best attribute is putting pressure on the ball. It's a nightmare just trying to bring the ball up the floor against Bradley.
One of the best on-ball defenders, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, no doubt.
We watched Holiday play great basketball. He's got 21 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
That one is off. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Steamsma checked in for Jason Smith. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Austin Rivers in for Eric Gordon. And he sinks the second.
The big story in New Orleans, guys, is the change of the name. From the Hornets, a name that came with the team when they relocated from Charlotte, to the brand new Pelicans. Now, Pelicans might not be the most intimidating name around the league, but it does have a nice and special connection to the city and state.
Well, Clark, and I really didn't know you knew this much about birds, but the brown pelican is indeed the state bird of Louisiana. Their numbers have rebounded dramatically after being hard hit by the Gulf spill. So a representation of the city's triumph, Steve, over great adversity.
Well, I'm happy it was something that is connected to the city. I'm talking about the name, the Pelicans, because remember, originally this team was known as the Jazz, and that made sense. Utah Jazz made no sense. New Orleans Hornets made no sense. New Orleans Pelicans make sense, guys.
You knew that at some point the window for the group of Celtics that had won a title was going to close. I mean, it was inevitable, but last year seemed like they were going to go for one last hurrah as they added some depth and looked to reload for another run.
And Rondo drops them both. And getting back to the Celtics and Rondo's injury, a lot of people expected them to start the rebuilding process. Ended up standing pat at the deadline, Steve, even though there was, it seemed, a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah, they didn't get it finished, and now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer, but I like the fact that they gave that club one more run.
Humphries, no good. Pelicans trail by 5. Outside Holiday. To the middle. Here's Steamsma. No good. Nice defense from Wallace. The Celtics on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Rondo kicks to Sullinger. That's blocked by Aminu. Now here is Holiday. He's got 22. Out to the wing. Aminu, the pass to Holiday. The pass to Rivers. He dishes it to Aminu. Lee against Anderson. Fires from the line. Rebounded by the Celtics. Sullinger's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Lee dishes to Rondo. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Withy's checked in for the Pelicans. Pelicans trail by 5. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
Davis is checked in for Withy. Here's Rondo. Here's Boston now. They're on an 18-7 run. Now Humphries. Right side Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Lee outside. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
Now here is Holiday. Anderson, a screen on Rondo. Holiday off a pick from Anderson. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Davis has got 9 points.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. Look from Wallace. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 4 rebounds in this game. Holiday, the pass to Rivers. Dishes to Aminu. Leaps for it. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Fades away. And that one's good. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. His teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Now here's Rondo. 11 points in the game. He got right to the cup using that screen. Rondo's got 7 now in this quarter.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Holiday against Rondo. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Not many teams, guys, in the East did very well against the West last season. And that in mind, you could call Boston's 14-16 record against the conference better than most.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He wants his guys to devote a lot more energy to clamping down on the inside and preventing any shots from close range. Better interior defense was his message. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris. Taken away by Holiday. 55 seconds left in the third. No good there with the step-back J. And for the Celtics against the West, even in the shortened season, they were having a lot of trouble with some of the bigger lineups, Steve. More of the up-tempo teams out west.
Well, the Celtics were old and a little bit small, too. Kevin Garnett played center last year, so they played a lot of small lineups. And when you're small and you're old, sometimes, you know, that's going to cost you, particularly on the road.
Pelicans trail by 3.
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Davis gets the screen from Holiday. Here's Rivers, and there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Celtics leading by 3. The shot and game clock separated by 4, and the jam by Wall.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
The Pelicans have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Holiday goes in. Pass to Aminu. Sinks that one from the post. Aminu's got his second basket. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the third. No good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Celtics lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
Yeah.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. And now a brief chance to view our State Farm assist of the game. It's 1 of 7 terrific assists on the night from Holiday.
And what you love about his ability to pass the ball, Kevin, is that it just seems so natural to him, so fluid. He's always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating passing angles.
Here's Gordon. Speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. Green is out there with Humphries, and it's Wallace in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Gordon. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bradley. All alone. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And here are the Pelicans now after the basket by Boston. Rondo against Holiday. And here's Anderson for 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 8th assist in the game. Now Humphries inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you know, Chris Humphries signed by the Nets last season to that 2-year, $24 million contract. Didn't quite live up to the expectations, at least offensively, because in that part of his game, his numbers went south. Rebounding the ball, he was good as ever.
And for Humphries, a tough season. He fell in and out of the rotation.
And he's been pretty consistent over the last 5, maybe 6 seasons. So we'll see if he's able to return to his normal numbers where he's a starting caliber big man.
First free throw is good.
Story came out about Chris Humphries last year that basketball wasn't his #1 sport as a kid. He was actually one of the best swimmers in the country as a youngster, but basketball's worked out just fine.
And the Celtics making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. Humphries hits them both. And Clark back to Humphries, who still holds the 10 and under record in the 50-meter and the 100-meter freestyle. Steve, I didn't know that.
Wouldn't you like to see Tim Duncan and Humphries swim against each other? You know, Duncan used to swim as well in his childhood.
Yes.
So I say we put him in the pool. Let's see who the better man is.
Shot clock at 5. He had a nice open look right there. Anderson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's someone the defense has to keep track of at all times because, you know, even when he doesn't have the ball, he moves so well without it. He's constantly a threat to catch and shoot.
Now, here is Humphries. And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's Olynyk. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 10 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Rondo against Holiday. Smith right side. Using his post move to get the 2 points. The Celtics with the lead. And here's Rondo. Rondo off the pick from Olynyk. Outside Rondo. He kicks to Green. And that's out of bounds. Boston will return possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Pass is checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Just 3 to shoot. Makes it off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 3. New Orleans has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Holiday dishes to Evans. Back to Holiday. Green against Evans. Outside Holiday. It's rebounded by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Kicks it to Bradley. It's taken away by Smith. It's stolen by Bass. And that one is stuck right through.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Gordon following the bucket by the Celtics. He feeds it to Evans. Rondo against Holiday. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Holiday's got 11 in the second half.
Boy, you don't expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Rondo off the pick from Bass. Olynyk. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And 12 points for Kelly Olynyk.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here is Smith. Outside Gordon. Clock at 6. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, you know, Eric Gordon, when he's healthy, is really an explosive and efficient scorer. He's able to spread the floor with his three-point shooting, and he is relentless in attacking the rim for hoops when he's healthy.
And Gordon standing just 6'3", but with his powerful frame, he's able to power his way often to the rim.
Yeah, he's so good using his strength to get inside and draw contact to get to the line and finish plays in which he's been fouled.
That free throw good from Gordon.
Well, Eric Gordon has been getting it done. He's got 14 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
And both free throws good for Gordon.
Pelicans ended up being the name that New Orleans chose when it was all over. And I like the new look uniforms, but they had some other options as well that sounded pretty good to me. How about the brass? Because it gives nod to the music that New Orleans has popularized.
And Green gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from Smith. Well, definitely a nice sounding name. Other options were the Swamp Dogs, the Bull Sharks, the Mosquitoes. Steve, all in all, you have to think they went the right way with the Pelicans.
I don't know. My personal favorite was the Rougarou. I don't even know what that means, but that was in the mix. Would have puzzled a lot of other people around the country besides me, but better than Mosquitoes, that's for sure. Pelicans was probably the right way to go.
That's good.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Feeds it to Olynyk. Back to Rondo. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
New Orleans on D. The dish to Rondo. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
He just is not missing today. What a day he's had from the field.
I think he's the guy who's kept them in this game with his performance at that end of the court.
Now here is Holiday. Evans attacking Smith. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, take a look at the numbers for Smith. 10 points and 2 steals. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah, it's really been something, Clark. The energy that he's brought. He's worked his tail off at the offensive end and first guy back defensively as well.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, it's always strange to see how a team will react when they lose one of their biggest stars. Last season, the Celtics were thought to be dead in the water when Rondo tore his ACL, but they actually rallied and went on the winning streak after the injury.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Well, Clark, as you said, with Rondo and the Celtics, they would go on to win the next 7 right after his injury, and overall Steve played better than expected the rest of the way.
Sometimes that's the way these things go, Kevin. A star player goes down, everybody else kind of steps up, and instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they use it as a rallying cry. And all those role players for Boston really picked up the extra slack, and I thought they made a great push to end that season after the Rondo injury.
And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. Olynyk with it. Now Smith defending. Rondo passes to Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Olynyk. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without him.
Now here's Rondo. And there's the feed to Olynyk. Bradley against Gordon. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game.
They've really gotten loose with the ball here in the second half. I thought they were much more efficient in the first half in terms of just handling the basketball.
New Orleans making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And Holiday kicks to Davis. A stupendous finish in traffic. And now it's just a 4-point Celtic lead.
This has really become an intense ball game ever since halftime.
Boy, the effort from both teams here, Steve, is terrific.
Here's Olynyk. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Smith with a screen on Bradley. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Evans dishes to Gordon. Rejected by Bass. Olynyk sets a screen for Rondo. Jeff Green on the wing. Rondo off the pick from Bass. Gordon against Rondo. 9 feet out. Second shot opportunity. Rejected by Evans. Holiday with it. Passes it to Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 19 points for Eric Gordon.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And, Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And the basket by Olynyk.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Gordon, the pass to Holiday. Gordon kicks to Smith. Evans outside. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Count the bucket. Gordon's got 8 points in the quarter.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Rondo. He dishes it to Olynyk. Great D that time from Davis. New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And that's Evans penetrating to tie it up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? 13 points and 2 rejections. He's been an intimidator down low. Even if a shot gets over him, he's pulling down the board.
Yeah, he's pretty much controlled the area around the rim, dominating this game defensively.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. No good on the second free throw. Celtics on offense. Green with the ball. Evans picks him up. Olynyk dishes to Rondo. Pass to Bradley. To the middle. The jump hook and another hit. Shot made once more from Olynyk.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. The strategy included running the offense through Gordon. Coach obviously has a ton of faith in his offensive ability and shared that faith with the rest of the players by insisting they get him more involved. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Now here is Holiday. It's rebounded by Banks. Bass has got his 4th rebound in this one. Rondo kicks to Bradley. Back to Rondo. And there's the pass to Olynyk. Green with the ball. Evans picks him up. Green inside. Evans is there. And it's Green missing. Pelicans trail by 3. On the wing, Davis, covered by Olynyk. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
Chris Humphries has checked in for the Celtics. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're in front by 3. 1:12 left in the game. Here's Rondo. Dishes to Olynyk. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 3. Holiday left side. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
They kick it out to Green. Rondo on top, guarded by Holiday.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Now here is Holiday. Kicks it out to Evans. Nails it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Now the defense has allowed him to get on this roll.
And that's a scary prospect partner. If he catches fire, he can single-handedly win the ball game.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Humphries the pass to Brandon. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 1. 5 seconds left in the game. Here is Davis. Here's Holiday. And it's over. It came down to this one play, and the defense held its ground. What a play! And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome. This team kept their emotions in check and got it done.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin, here with Rajon Rondo. And Rajon, when you look back on tonight's win, what ultimately decided this game?
Stops. I think we executed offensively, came up with some lucky plays, and we got stops at the end.
Rajon, thank you. Kevin, a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our Player of the Game.